Hello friends! This week I was going to share with you a homeschool video on Monday, but we had some family things going on with Labor Day, so that didn't happen, but I am sharing it with you today. So every week, if you are new here, I share homeschool videos on Monday, or at least one homeschool video a week, and then I share our large family grocery hauls on Friday. So today I'm sharing with you kind of just a little bit of something that we were struggling with last year for my third grader. Actually, his handwriting was looking pretty rough and not really his age. So anyways, all that to say that I talked with Cheryl from Memoria Press, who has created the Simply Classical part of Memoria Press for students that are special needs or that work at a slower pace than some other students. And so anyways, she was able to point me in the right direction of some books that were super helpful, and within a semester, really exciting just to look at his beginning of the school year and the end of that semester, just to see the huge improvement of his handwriting. And so I wanted to share that with you, just some helpful books that were really, really helpful for him. So, and we are continuing on this journey, and I'm excited that we're making progress in our writing. And so I'm going to share these with you. I'm just going to show them to you real quick, and then I'm going to do a flip through of each one so that you can see what they look like and just kind of get an idea of what they look like. So first of all, let me show you Simply Classical Writing book. It's Simply Classical Writing Step-by-Step Sentences Book 1. And so that is what it looks like. They actually changed it up, or something like that. They changed it up, and it now has a Bible, a children's Bible that it goes with, and it goes along and you read through that and do the lessons with that Bible, which I really, really like. And so I'm not sure if they still have this one or not, but this one is Read Aloud Edition. So this is the Read Aloud Edition. I think they might have this one still on the site, but I saw the Bible one and I was excited. So we have the Simply Classical Writing book 1, and then there's the Simply Classical Writing book 2. So it's step-by-step sentences. Again, these are the Read Aloud editions. Like I said, if I had it to do it over again, I would have gotten the Bible editions because I really like that, that is part of it. So the spelling, there is Simply Classical Spelling book 1. We're actually using book 2, and that's the one that he's been using the whole time. This was too easy for him, so we went ahead and did spelling book 2, but we've been going through it pretty slowly because he's still struggling as far as spelling goes, which makes me think maybe I should do Barton with him. I'm not sure. We'll have to see, and I'll just see if he keeps progressing in his spelling with that or not. So, which means he might have a slight bit of dyslexia, like a couple of my other kiddos. But so far, that seemed a little bit too low for him on some of that stuff. So anyways, on to copybooks. So copybooks, you've probably seen this if you know anything about Charlotte Mason. Copy work is really important, and so what it does is it gives that great, you know, sentence writing where they get to see the sentence and how a sentence looks and then write it really nicely. And so that is really helpful for them in learning how to write. So let me give you a quick flip through of each book real quick. All right, so this is Simply Classical Writing Step-by-Step Sentences book 1. And basically what a lesson looks like, if I can, I'll show you lesson 2 here. So this is week 2, and actually we went through it a lot faster than it says of why, like week 2. We actually did these probably like 1 a day or every other day. I can't remember how I did it, but we did it really quickly. And so we got through these, like I said, in a semester, and it really, really helped him a lot. So like you'll see here, they're going to write their date and their, the date and then their name there. And then it says 7 Little Postmen, and that's the book you're going to read to them. But you go through and you talk about sentence rules, and basically you're going to recite them every day. And that is how you'll do that. So it kind of has directions for every day. And then you go into the read aloud sentence. They'll read the sentence aloud and then write it. Then they create a sentence with these words, which is really simple. And then the challenge sentence is use your own words or use the word prompts below to make a sentence here. And then over on this side, this is the last piece of that week. They draw a picture or illustration for that story. And then down here, they're gonna describe your drawing or their drawing, and they need to make sure that they begin with a capital letter, they tell a complete thought, and they end with a punctuation mark. So the next book is Writing, Simply Classical Writing, Step-by-Step Sentences, Book 2. This one's, I have the teacher guide for. I don't know why I didn't get the teacher's guide for the book 1. I really don't know, but so the teacher's guide is going to be similar to the student's guide. There's going to be a little bit of notes here, suggested supplies, that kind of stuff. But here's the sentence rules that you're reciting to, and they are important. So they're learning about these, I think there's, let's see, there's 12. There's 12 rules that they learn, so about sentences, and you just keep reciting them and keep, using them as you're going through the lesson. So with book 2, it has a little bit more, and there's a little bit more like grammar type stuff, like fragments, sentences, that kind of thing. And this, so what the student's book is, or the teacher's book is going to look like, it's going to have the, it's going to have the answers to the questions. So that might be helpful for you. And what a week looks like for this one is very similar. So I'll just open it to that so you can kind of see what the student book looks like as far as a week. So week 1 is Christopher Columbus, and so you'll read that book, and you're going through the sentence rules. Then you talk about main idea or detail. You copy your main idea down there. You write a full sentence, and you circle which ones are fragments or sentences there. And then over here, you're going to put a descriptive, or just, describe a noun, describe a verb, create your own descriptive sentence, write the full sentence all together. So you'll put some things in, then you'll write the full sentence all together. Okay, so right here, they're doing the illustration again, but this time they're creating 2 sentences to describe their illustration above. And so that is how it's a little bit different in the writing book 2. Like I said, it didn't take us quite too long to get through both of these, but she has it at a slower pace in case your child needs that. Mine did not need it quite that slow, but it really did improve his writing a ton. And the copy work looks very, kind of gives you paper positions at the front, which is nice, the letters. But the copy work is very nice. It's got scripture, so they are memorizing scripture. It has the scripture here. All scripture is given by inspiration of God, 2 Timothy 3:16. So they're going to draw a picture here for that, and then they're actually going to copy the verse. And I love that there is what they're supposed to copy right above, and then you have the place for them to copy it right below. So that really helps them because at first they're not able to just copy from a board as easily as doing this. So this is really, really helpful for kids that are struggling with writing. And they have manuscript, and then they have cursive ones as well. So if you're looking for ones that are just manuscript, there are ones that are that. My 3 oldest have already learned cursive though. So the spelling books look very, basically there is teaching notes and how to go about each day. And then what you do is they write their name, and then they're going to write their key words that they're working on, and then their words to know, which are sight words, words that don't follow phonics rule. So they try to put words together that have kind of similar phonics rules like the TH, 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 and then the SH down here. So they have kind of that. And then they're reading the words in context, and they're doing a word study. And then you do some dictation and some other things like that. Some hands-on things to study and practice your words. And then you are going to, then they're going to take their test at the end of the week. And so we'll kind of see if they're ready to move on or not. And so, like I said, book 1 was too easy for him. So we've been going through book 2, and that's definitely been where he's struggling. So that is where we have stayed. Those are the books that I was going to flip through for you. I really hope this video was helpful to you and for you homeschooling your child, or even if you're not homeschooling and you just needed some help to help improve their writing. I hope that this was helpful for you. Please subscribe if you want to see more homeschool videos in the future and large family grocery hauls, and I will talk to you guys in the comments below.